moving forward, I'm telling them I write songs. I'm telling them I'm working on a project with the homie Kyle, artist, and they hear me, and I'm playing my music on the speaker at work, you know, when I can and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, I'm gonna write for Khelani one day. Like, and they're like, oh, that's cool. Like, oh, that's dope. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna write for, and they start playing that game. I'm gonna write for Lil Wayne. And I'm like, nah, right. You know?
Yeah.
So a month later.
You said that pure from the heart. You meant it?
I meant it.
Yeah.
I meant it.
You put it out there, manifestation.
You feel me?
Yeah.
And left it. Yeah. Just left it.
Yeah, just drop it.
And like I'm at work, and it's like I'm sweeping the sand out the shop. You know what I'm saying? They like, Phabo. Did you see Khelani just walked down the beach? Like Khelani was right outside the shop with her baby.
Wow.
And like, I don't know. I think it was maybe the energy from when I said I was gonna write for it that kind of trickled over. Because by the time they was like trying to get my attention, I was like, "Word, you ain't got nothing in your hand. Like here's a rag right here. Like tossing rags, tossing Windex. I'm like, get back to work."
Yeah.
I didn't care nothing about it because I'm like, okay. I don't know. It was just like I was off it, whatever that was. Mm-hmm. Fast forward like another 3 weeks from there, I get a DM from her, and she's telling me how Destin was playing her one of my songs.
Wow. And
she want me to come to Vegas to like write with her for her album.
Come on.
And I'm like, huh? I'm like, who? I said, who? I said, who coming?
Can we talk? Oh, can we talk? Can we talk? R&B.
What's up, guys? Sorry for the interruption, but I wanted to come on here and just, ask for your help. Listen, we're a new up-and-coming program, up-and-coming platform, highlighting and dedicated to giving you great content and great conversations about R&B music. And in order to keep giving you this content at this level, with this level of talent from the producers, songwriters, artists, singers, we need your help. So I need you to hit the like, subscribe, and share button as frequently as possible, just to kind of help the algorithm. That way, we're able to get our message out and our conversations out to a much wider audience. And we want to get people listening to R&B music again. So with that said, can we talk R&B? Now back to the show. What's up? It's your boy Ian Vaughn, and we're here for another episode for the Can We Talk R&B podcast. I really appreciate you guys for tuning in. Listen, you may not know who he is just yet, but I got one of them ones in here, and it's no cap. Like, son is sick, son is fire. He's a true connoisseur of R&B music, and I'm gonna tell you like this. I know back in the day we used to say R&B sensation. So listen, I have a new incredible artist I'd love to introduce you guys to. I got my man Phabo in the building.
Man, how you living?
What's good, brother?
Appreciate you for having me, first and foremost.
Man, thank you for making the time.
Come on, bro.
Come on. So I mentioned this a little earlier. I'm sitting just listening to a playlist. This is a couple months ago. I'm always discovering and looking for new R&B artists just to vibe to. Mm-hmm. And I'm like one of those guys that above anything, I'm a singer, songwriter, but above all, I'm a fan of R&B music. So I'm always trying to see who putting it out there, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm riding in the car, I think it was with my wife, and we were playing a few different artists, and one of Drew and Drew Love and Dante, my bad. Okay. One of their records came on, Blue Moon. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, man, this junk is hard. Next thing you know, on the Spotify playlist, one of your joints come on. And I'm like, who is this dude right here? You know what I mean? So at that point, I'm just checking you out. I'm like, man, you cold-blooded. So maybe a few weeks later, this is just random. This is just how the universe is just kind of spitting the information back out. Mm-hmm. One of my homeboys is also a songwriter. It's a white boy. He hits me up. He's from Florida, and he texts me from Orlando. He's like, yo, man, you heard of this cat? Because we always send each other dope artists. Mm-hmm. And I said, man, I think we're going to have him on the podcast. So I really appreciate you for coming.
Bro, come on. And shout out to whoever that was, too.
My man Mezzos.
Mezzo, okay. I grew up in St. Petersburg, so.
Nice.
Okay. Like, anybody in that area, I'm always
okay, set your foot. So St. Pete, Siesta Key. Tampa, Clearwater, all that.
Yeah, shout out Dochi, shout out Rod Wave.
Nice. Yeah, I spent a little time in Orlando.
Oh yeah, Orange County, the other Orange County.
Smooth, man. Yeah, smooth. I spent a little time out there.
Some classic weekends and whatnot.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Come on, man. I actually went to Full Sail University.
Word.
Yeah.
Bro, okay.
Yeah. So
I want you to know, like, for producers in St. Petersburg or in the Florida area, and outside of that, but going to Full Sail is like when you taking it serious. Like, to stop talking about it, that's when niggas is like, stop talking about it.
Absolutely.
You going to Full Sail?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they just shut you up with that, so you taking it that serious. I already know what type of caliber
you're right,
your ears
you know what I'm
on.
saying? Absolutely. Because
Sure.
you learn things. I was entertainment business major.
Okay.
But I was already in the business, making music and doing all that. But I wanted
Yeah.
to take it from the business standpoint. But like some of my really, really good friends that are multi-platinum producers, shout out to my man Derek Harvin, shout out to my man Fight Ren. These are instructors at the school.
Okay.
But they are Grammy nominated, BMI award winning, multi-platinum. Fight Ren, actually, big shout out to my big brother. He is 65 million albums sold for Backstreet Boys, NSYNC. You know what I'm saying? Like one of them dudes right there in Orlando, Florida.
That's what we strive for right there.
You know what
so
I mean?
That's lit. That's
you know what I mean?
That's
you know,
hard.
that's what's up. So Phabo, let's talk about it, man. So first of all, where are you from? Like, introduce us to you. Where are you from?
My name's Phabo, Phabo. No, I was not in D4L. No, I did not sing Laffy Taffy. I was born in San Diego, California. And I moved to St. Petersburg, Florida when I was 9 years old. And I moved to Long Beach when I was 16. Stayed there for a small stint, moved to Orange County, Best Orange County.
Yeah.
And then I moved to LA when I was like 18, 19 years old.
Gotcha. So
Dropped
you
out of
kind of
college,
bi-coastal.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, for sure.
You spend time. You like a beach guy in a lot of ways, though.
In a way, you know what I'm saying? Whether it was San Diego, whether it was St. Pete,
Yeah.
I definitely was by some water.
Yeah.
But both areas equally shaped me. You know what I'm saying? Musically, my character, my personality, all that. So
That's fantastic.
I give both the same credit.
So where are these R&B chops? Where'd they come from? Like, what got you into R&B?
So growing up in San Diego, I had like a very musical family. I grew up with Shirley Caesar, like being in my uncle's crib.
Come on, man.
He wrote, he's working it out for her, and another one. I think he won a Grammy.
Oh, wow.
For writing for Shirley Caesar. And
shout out to the big mother.
yeah, for
Queen
sure. Shout out Shirley Caesar,
Yeah.
shout out Danny Graham, my uncle. And there was home church. It was a home church back then where everybody would go, and like, I'm talking Bible studies, we're talking like testimony service, and ever since I was born, everybody would talk about Tone. My whole, like, oh, your cousin Tone.
Come on.
But I never, like, I want you to know, you seen the Proud Family?
Yeah.
So like Wizard Kelly, like he was like Wizard Kelly. Cause like I'm Lil, and anytime he's in my circumference, it's like mad people blocking them off. So all I see is like feet for like hella years, from like 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm like, so I finally almost get, and he was an MD at the church. So like you could, but it was one of them churches with the setup was like above everybody up here. So I'm like this all service long. Can't see him. I hear what he doing. Post fade delay.
Man.
I'm hearing, but I can't. So it's like this anticipation of meeting this in my family is like building. And then I stumbled across the pronounced Tone album that he made. And I'm learning he produced it and did it all in his room and all that. And it's just adding more to the legend. His mom had a book signing, you know what I'm saying? Like I met him there. So like me meeting him in person, I'm hugging, bro. He don't even know like how much of a fan I am to him. He know my dad, know my mom, everything like that. But it's like me, like who is this?
That's crazy.
And I'm just like, and that just sparked me wanting.
Look,
to,
for the audience, this is like a gospel legend. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Tone, aka B Slade, what you want to call him. This dude is one of the undisputed coldest vocalists. You know,
him and Beyonce for me.
Okay.
It's him. Like it's like
he's pretty serious.
He's like, what are you doing? Like, what is that? Like yeah.
So I grew up. I grew up in the church, and my pedigree comes. My chops come from there. And I remember, I want to say I was in high school. So this had to be like maybe 97, 90 something like that. When Tone first dropped, and I remember hearing his voice, and I was, people was like, man, this dude is like. I mean, like, you really couldn't compare him to anybody because he was a combination of so many different levels.
I've tried for many years. I can't. Yeah,
he out of here, bro.
Yeah, he's out of here.
The only person I could think of, I guess, from that era of like male singers, and specifically in gospel, would have been like, you know, the OG, rest in peace, Daryl Coley.
Daryl Coley is a good one.
You know what I mean? Like someone like that, or
you venture out. If you venture out, we can go.
Yeah,
we can go Rasan Patterson.
Of course,
we can go Stokely.
Absolutely.
Like in that, like that timber is the candor is the same.
Come on,
but bro, them runs.
Phabo, we about to have a great conversation.
Come on, man.
Yeah, we about to have a great conversation.
I'm a student first, man.
Yes,
I'm a student first.
I love it.
But yeah, that sparked everything for me. Just seeing him in person, just seeing the like. Just the celebrity of it all.
Yeah, and he was a big star in the gospel world, for
bro.
Sure.
Come on, but and being there in Dago, on a weekly basis, I'm like, what? I really see this dude. That's nuts.
I don't want to make this about him, but I want to say this one thing. I remember years ago, it had to be like early 2000s. I can't remember. I was at a Stellar Award like party, whatever it was, BMI. It was a BMI party around the Stellar Awards or something like that, and it was like a little jam session broke out, and he was singing. And Kelly Price was singing, and they were like going back and forth.
Yeah, no,
like going crazy. Same range, same. I mean, ridiculous, and everybody's in their mug like,
yeah, bro,
crazy.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. So shout out to Tony. Big love to you, brother.
Real talk.
So that's your cousin.
That's my cousin.
So it's in the bloodline.
It's in the bloodline, bro. It's like from there, I got like David Dredden, Undefeated in my family. I got like it's just gospel.
Yeah.
Hella Kojic conventions. Hella. You know what I'm saying? Grew up Pentecostal.
Yeah.
It's like
you can't join in it. You gotta be born in it.
You gotta be born in it, bro. and it's really like a. I can't even explain it. If you was in it, you get it.
Yeah.
And I feel like from all the podcasts I've been seeing and stuff like that, when people speak on what R&B is missing or what the origin of R&B is definitely gospel music for sure. B. Cox just said this.
He did. I saw that.
So
I thought that was a powerful expression because it's true.
It's facts.
Sure. Yeah.
I never thought about it like that, but when he said that, I'm like, whoa. Like, yeah.
What do you think? Like, can you expound on your thought on why you feel that is? I can definitely tell you my opinion.
Well, for instance, so if we're going on like the start of R&B music and what it was kind of like, for me, when I stumbled across it in the R&B that I love, it was started by like Casey and JoJo, the Jodeci's, and you know what I'm saying? If you know like Lil, I forget his name, like when he was younger, but he was like,
you saying Casey? They had it was Casey and the Haley Singers.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
So it was like from there, growing up, like, bro. My history and the way in which I'm thinking about it is so backed by like facts and like Death Row and Warren Campple.
Come on.
Like if you think about like just the soul seekers just themselves and what they've contributed to R&B and hip hop, it's crazy. I'm like, nah, you can't get one without the other.
Shout out to Warren Campbell. Shout out to Jubu.
Shout out Jubu. Shout out Nissan.
Nissan for sure.
You
Nissan Stewart.
Bro, come on, bro. Going to that church.
Come on.
Going to that church and feeling the floor literally like feeling like it's about to break.
We giving some real nuggets right now.
Bro. Like, I'm like,
feel
like a trampoline because the spirit is so hot.
Yeah.
I'm like, man. So, yeah. There's no way I would be doing R&B if it wasn't for those experiences.
It's that feeling. It's like, you know, in the church, obviously, we can go as far back as Sam Cooke to Al Green, Marvin Gaye. It's the spirit of, it's like singing from your soul. You're singing something that's connecting, but you also knowing how to connect with the spirit that's inside of you. And I believe that we're getting that energy from the Most High. And that's just being deposited in us. So it really don't matter what you're singing, as long as it's when you're singing from that source, you're connecting. You know what I mean?
Let me ask you a question. Have you ever written a song outdoors?
Of course.
Is it easier to write songs outdoors for you? Have you found that?
I don't know. I've never measured that like that. I do know my best songs, I feel, are the ones that's just deposited in like a few minutes. You know what I'm saying? Like I may have a title in my mind or something I want to sing about, but when they just kind of drop in, I mean like literally verse, hook, verse, or even if it's just a hook. Once I got that hook, I know the song is written. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh, that's smooth. Everything else, we could tell the story.
You know what I mean?
However you want to do it. Once you got that, that's the most exciting part.
Absolutely.
That's super. Yeah, that's smooth. That's smooth.
Yeah, so you know, I'm always striving to be a better songwriter. You know what I'm saying? But having an opportunity to speak to guys like yourself, and we've had a bunch of other fantastic producers and songwriters.
I peep.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
And we just learning. I'm learning from them even still. So like, I'm getting so inspired doing this show. I'm like, man, I got to drop an album next year. Or something.
Do. No, you do.
Yeah. I just may do that.
You have to.
Come on.
Yeah, you have to.
Let me know. Okay. I
For
don't know.
sure.
We don't have a title yet, but Ian Vaughn, we're gonna drop something in 2024.
It has to.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's do it. So I'm loving this already. So I know the pedigree. So we coming from, you know, from the church.
Mm-hmm.
You had the bloodline and family musicians. Like, what got you to where you are now? Like, take me on the journey of what build you up to the music business.
So I already know you can attest to this because you grew up in the church.
Mm-hmm.
We know too many talented singers.
Way.
Sing me under the table, out the building.
Sure.
Out, you know what I'm saying? It's like seeing that, it kept me from singing at all. So I was never jumping out the window as like,
come on.
No, never. Like maybe when I was 16, I was like, I'm a dabble in music, and even then I was like, I'm a rap. So I was a rapper, and everybody in my family knew me as a rapper. And it was never no. And so sometimes I go back down to San Diego for like the weekend, and like those nights on Saturday when my musician cousins is getting ready for Sunday, they trying to learn the music for Sunday service. We staying up till 6 a.m. watching World Star, whatever we watching. And like a clip of like some like throwback, like you said, Ricky Dillard, come on. Or like a He Turned It praise break.
Yeah.
And they end up doing them runs. Like I got a cousin named Adam. He's an actor, but he breathes runs. He ain't even got to think about it.
Yeah.
It's just like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And me seeing him do that, I'm like, nah, so I'm trying, but it's like I'm still like, it's not.
You're a little intimidated by what
for sure.
Yeah.
And then you hit the run, right? Somebody hit a run, and it's like, whoa, the reactions is crazy in the room. You try to hit the run, and it's just like, okay, all right, Fabian, you trying? I see you. It's like, maybe this ain't for me type. So that pushed me even more away from it. I'm like, I didn't like the candor of my voice. It's like, it's raspy. I got like a little growly little thing going on. Always have. And
it's character.
Now I see that.
Yeah.
And even in more so, like I was always trying to sing growing up, let's say I would try to emulate somebody. It was like Usher or Marion, more like, I want to say like higher pitch.
Gotcha.
Type, like more nasal. Usher don't sing too much in his nasal, but it's more so it's like in the back somewhere.
Yeah.
And my dad, who sings, once again, is one of those people who could sing. He used to sing at the conventions and like open for Men of Standard and things like that.
Come on, man.
And so like with his own group, Songs 150.
Gotcha.
And like, what I be singing, and he like, yeah, stop doing that. Like you sound like you. I'm like, what are you talking about? I didn't know what he meant by find your own voice.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, and I was also very hard-headed, so anything my dad would tell me to do, I was like, low-key, like rebelling. I don't know what that was, but I shook it. But I wasn't trying to, once he like put interest into trying to get me like vocal lessons and all that, I was like, the free flow of it was off for me. And I just deaded it once again. So it wasn't until like Ty Dolla $ign dropped.
Come on, man.
And like that's somebody who I was like, yo, his voice is not your typical like. But clearly he knows church.
Absolutely,
because he knows church, and
his vocal approach is 100% gospel rooted,
bro.
When I first shout out to him because I'm a big Ty Dolla $ign fan.
Likewise,
when he dropped. And I remember from Tooted and Booted, like I remember from that.
Them beach houses.
No question. But no, well, it was Free TC, right?
Yes.
That album, when he had the he had when I heard that was the Stevie Wonder Take Six. When I heard that, I'm like,
that was crazy.
Now he was already killing it even before you get to that part of the record.
You gotta have an ear for that.
Yeah.
And shout out Take Six too, because like, yeah, bro, I don't even think Take Six get the credit that they deserve for like the way in which they, Boys to Men was really trying to put themselves up. You know what I'm saying? Like you wouldn't even. It's just so many. It's so many puzzle pieces.
Yeah.
To this R&B stuff from
Absolutely.
church once again.
From church, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? While we on that.
Look, Winans, Commission,
Bruh, come
Take
on.
6. And that started that Boyz II Men, Jodeci, 112, Jagged Edge, Drew Hill. It started the whole thing. You know, it's
I can't deal. It's like, it's so crazy. I was talking to Mario Winans in a session. When the first time I met him, I was just letting him know. I'm like, bruh.
It's Mario.
Yes.
Yeah. Come on.
I'm like, huh?
Yeah.
He's like, and he's so down to earth. And such a, like, he's trying to, like, make sure that, like, he separates the celebrity from the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yo, look, we're both here for a reason. We're both here in this room for a reason. Let's knock this song out. I already heard your... I'm like, you heard? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, somebody of that legendary stature, you know what I'm saying, lets you know that they took the time to listen to your music.
Yeah.
Much like y'all, I'm still very much surprised when people are telling me that they took time out of their day to listen. It's so many songs uploaded every day.
Yeah. How's it make you feel? Like, you drop some, I know what it feels like to write a song. You in your room, you wherever you are, you're outside, whatever, and you wrote this song. You created it. It was nothing.
Yes.
And now you have something tangible.
Yes.
It's like a baby.
Yes.
And then you give it to the world, and now they're enjoying it, and then they're singing it back to you.
Yo, so I sold myself short on my first tour, which was last year.
Okay.
The How's My Driving tour. And it wasn't until recently that I've been able to watch video back.
Okay.
Because it was just low-key cringy.
Mm-hmm.
Seeing me on stage and, like, I don't know, it's just something about it. I don't even like watching it back.
Yeah.
So I took the time to watch it back now, and I'm realizing, which I didn't realize then, it's like, yo, these people paid bread to come see you.
That's right.
Which means that they probably know your music.
That's
bro.
right.
And my bro, Key, he's telling me the whole time, he's like, yeah, bro, you know, I hear you every night. You're doing your thing. You don't have to sing every word, bro. Drop the mic sometimes. Let them know that, like, you're there with them.
Yeah.
I'm like, word, I just wasn't sold on it still. Like, the whole tour. So I'm watching the footage back when I tell you people are literally singing every word. Like, I didn't have to, like, or like me getting on stage and somebody, like, scared to touch me. Like, watching that back was funny. I could see myself laughing.
Yeah.
And I didn't mean to laugh at nobody. I felt real bad because I don't want nobody to feel like I was taking them for granted or like I didn't. But it's just like, y'all got to know this is crazy to me.
Yeah.
You got to know this is nuts. Like, somebody literally, like, shaking.
And they're nervous to talk to you.
What? About to take a picture. I could feel them, like, shake. I'm like, nah, what?
Yeah.
So I think more than anything, what people don't realize is that, like I was saying, me not really putting myself out there. Like, I didn't do talent shows when I was growing up.
Yeah.
I didn't do nothing like that. This is all, like, crazy.
Yeah.
All of it.
So you weren't like a worship leader at church?
No.
You weren't like...
I was the one that's coming I'm coming late to the council on the last night, the last teen night that there is. My dress code's so crazy.
Yeah.
I got on a Bulls jersey and I got tattoos.
Yeah.
It's looking crazy. I look like the rebel in there. And like, though my intentions were always pure, it's like I was always going against the grain. Yeah. Whatever that was. So, like, nobody saw this coming. I talk to people all the time. I'm like, it's crazy. They're like, yeah, bro, it's pretty crazy. Like, no, not for nothing. You deserve it. But, like, this is crazy.
I love it.
And I feel the same way. I'm like,
I love the humility. And I also love the fact that you are accepting of the moment. Like, and you're conscious of it. Like, you're sitting here like, man, like, last year, my first tour, I go back and watch, but it's happening in real time.
Yeah.
So you're like, yo, I was just in my room writing this song. Like, nobody knew who I was. And now I'm out here and you nervous to talk to me?
Yes.
I'm me. I'm cool. It's Fabian right here.
Yes.
Yeah. I get it.
Yes.
Yeah. I love that.
1,000,000%.
Don't let that go, because that's a part of the journey. So in another year or so, when we like, you like one of the biggest R&B stars in the world, because it's coming. You know what I mean? Like,
I appreciate that.
You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate that. I feel like I tell the story about when I got in contact with Khelani all the time, because it was like still in that mindset. I really was about to, like, I was trying my best to really throw it away. I was really trying to push the whole situation away, like, over. And
you think that was nervousness? You think that's like...
It was imposter syndrome for sure.
Okay.
I'm like, huh? Because I told my coworkers, like, maybe a month prior, I was going to write for her. And, like, I was working on Venice Beach at the time, managing this little, like, fake weed shop. We were selling CBD, packaging in this weed. Crazy. We was booming, making bread. So I'm meeting people every day, and I'm giving them my little QR card with my music. I'm doing music at this time.
Sure.
But I'm more on the writer side. I'm straddling the fence.
Yeah.
Because it's so much easier to say that I'm a songwriter when people ask what I do than it is to say I'm an artist.
Yeah.
Because I can lean on the fact that songwriters can do a lot of work behind the scenes and not get credit for it.
Yeah.
So people kind of give you more respect that way.
Yeah, yeah.
You're like, oh, you're a songwriter? All right, bet I know how that goes. Okay. How many followers you got? That's regular. That makes sense. Now, if I'm an artist, your numbers are off. I done did so many label meetings where I heard about my following and this, that, and the third. It's like I'm self-conscious about that.
Right.
So moving forward, I'm telling them I write songs. I'm telling them I'm working on a project with the homie Kyle on Artist, and they hear me, and I'm playing my music on the speaker at work, you know, when I can and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, I'm gonna write for Khelani one day. Like, and they're like, oh, that's cool. Like, oh, that's dope. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna write for, and they start playing that game. I'm gonna write for Lil Wayne, and I'm like, now, you know?
Yeah.
So a month later,
you said that pure from the heart. You meant it?
I meant it.
Yeah, yeah.
I meant it.
You put it out there, manifestation.
You feel me?
Yeah.
And left it.
Yeah.
Just left it.
Yeah, yeah, just drop it.
And like I'm at work, and it's like I'm sweeping the sand out the shop. You know what I'm saying? They like, Phabo, did you see Khelani just walked down the beach? Like Khelani was right outside the shop with her baby.
Wow.
And like, I don't know. I think it was maybe the energy from when I said I was gonna write for it that kind of trickled over. Because by the time they was like trying to get my attention, I was like, word, you ain't got nothing in your hand. Like, here's a rag right here. Like, tossing rags, tossing Windex. I'm like, get back to work.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I didn't care nothing about it because I'm like, okay. I don't know. It was just like I was off it, whatever that was. Fast forward like another 3 weeks from there, I get a DM from her. And she's telling me how Destin was playing her one of my songs.
Wow. And
she want me to come to Vegas to like write with her for her album.
Come on.
And I'm like, huh? I'm like, who? I said, who coming? And she like, Phabo, me, you, Nisha. She said, me, you, Nisha, Destin, Trinidad James. And like, I don't want to forget no writers, but it was like 5 writers.
Yeah,
max.
yeah.
And I ain't got nothing under my belt, bro. Nothing under my belt. Like, I got 2 Kyle Dion songs, maybe a Jacoy song at this time.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, you know, like, all right, you know. So I throw a writer in the mix from her, like from up north.
Yeah.
I'm like, what about so-and-so?
Yeah.
She like, Phabo.
You trying to throw it away.
Like,
She like, I want to work with you.
She keep giving me she like, Phabo, like, please. Like, I'm like, word, I don't know how I'm going to get to Vegas. She like, just drive with me.
Wow.
I'm like, I got work. She's like, just come with me, let them know, blah, blah, this, that, and the third. Yeah, all right, get out there. I'm going to hear my cousin to stay. She's like, no, you can stay at the Palms. Like, we got everybody up. Like, I'm like, huh?
Come on.
So it threw me off. Like, everything threw me off. The whole experience being there around, like, Roger at the height of the week. Like, the Weeknd had a crazy song on the radio at the time. I'm looking at Roger wrist. Roger got some Dior Jordans they ain't even dropped yet. Some low top. I'm looking at I'm like, huh? Ordering lamb chops from the kitchen downstairs. I'm, what?
Yeah.
What's going on right now? So it was a learning experience in so many different ways.
Favor ain't fair, bro.
Man, listen, that, you know, and even when I tried to like veer the car off the road, it wasn't working. God was like, no, this is for you.
Yeah. Rock
with it. It's your moment. All that. And shout out to her for realizing what I was trying to do and realizing that she needed to shake me out of it. You know, because she definitely, and that's my sister to this day. We talk like.
That's an incredible story.
Yeah, man.
That's an incredible story. I was going to ask you, so we have a segment called Respect the Pen Game. And I know you work with Khelani on the Tangerine.
Tangerine, Any Given Sunday.
Nice.
Can I?
Come on.
Yeah.
So let's talk about Tangerine. Can you break down like what was your inspiration or how that song come about?
Her and Nisha were already working on the song. They had like a skeleton of the song. She needed a verse.
Gotcha.
And I like the detail. Once I listened to it, I knew what the story was based on. And there's just so many things that are like sweet and like nectar and like.
Yeah. So
I wanted to paint the story of just like a butterfly. Like, you know what I'm saying? I felt like at the time she was striving for like this new artistic freedom and freedom within herself.
Yeah.
And so I know that like the approach of everything that we was talking about was super botanical, super like nature, water, ocean. You feel me? I was just like, you know, it would be dope if like a shorty was like a butterfly, like flying in the summertime, and just like detailing like how somehow the garden turns into like the season changes in the winter, and like I could be the fireplace in wintertime. Like I'll keep you safe and keep you warm. We were just talking.
Yeah.
I went in there and cut that. She was like, yeah, just like that.
Wow.
Like that's what we needed. I'm like, huh? This is just crazy. It's crazy. Everything was just throwing my mind. It was such a like what the Any Given Sunday. I just sent that after a session. I wasn't even feeling it.
Yeah.
So I was like, here, like please listen to this. Maybe you could. And she turned it into some gold. Turn it into gold.
What I like about your musical approach, and you know, now that I've learned that you have the I call it the pedigree, right? You just come from that. You come from the tree. Your melody choice, you know what I'm saying, and then the sonics that you choose. So like even listening to the album, your current album that's out right now, the title is what's the title? Help me. What? Don't get too cozy.
Yeah.
So I've been vibing to that for the last probably 48 hours. It's like just letting that joker roll. And I'm telling you, bro, like I play guitar. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I play guitar. I'm not I'm decent. You know what I'm saying? Like I like to break this down. So you have like if you're a singer, then you're a vocalist.
You get it.
If you're a guitar player, then you're like guitarist.
Yes.
So I'm more of a guitar player.
Okay.
But I do write a lot of songs on it, and I can catch the vibes. Nonetheless, I'm listening to your album and I'm hearing these vibes. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, your melody choices and how you approach your writing, I really appreciate that from an R&B perspective because it's still musical. But it's not like overly musical because it's still pocket, it's hip hop, it's R&B, it's soul. But you know what I mean? Like it's pure.
Shout out Jonathan Butler too, because I grew up listening to a lot of bro, and he this project definitely like Jonathan Butler. Like I just want to throw that out there because a lot of people don't shout bro out.
I'm gonna shout him out too because he's one of my all-time favorite singers.
Word,
guitar player like from South Africa. Big shout out to Jonathan Butler. Come on, man. My homegirl, she sings background for him on tour. Like Honey La Rochelle. Big shout out to you as well.
Look, man.
Yeah.
Look,
she only roll with him now, as a matter of fact.
Look, man. That falling in love with Jesus, come on, I might cry. Just off the strength. Just cause. But no, man. Yeah.
I was at the Stellar Awards when that album he won a Stellar that year for Falling in Love with Jesus.
Yeah.
And this had to be 06 or 07 maybe. It was somewhere in that timeline. And he performed that song, man. And I'm sitting there because he's where guys like Israel Newbury. That's where Israel Houghton got his sound.
Come on, bro. You talking
from
now?
Jonathan Butler.
We uncovering too many gems in a small amount of time.
You know what I'm saying? But that's what it is. Like look, this is edutainment. You know what I'm saying? we try to educate everybody on what we're doing.
Yes.
So big shout out to Jonathan Butler, man. That's awesome. Yes. Yeah.
For sure.
So he's one of your inspirations.
Definitely, man. My dad was putting me on early. I'm like, turn this off.
Man.
Turn this off. And like just to grow up and love the music that he was trying to put me onto is so crazy. Like, it's wild. He had a tape. that he made. And on the tape it was True to Myself by Eric Benet. That was the first song on there. And he had that album on rotation. That one and Brian McKnight's debut albums. But he had True to Myself on there. Jonathan Butler was on there. Tape was just full of like songs that like are just like uplifting you and whatnot. Yeah. He made the tape in like 96 or something. Yeah. And we moved so much. We moved around so much in Dago. Moved around so much in Florida, bruh. Yeah. Moved to Cali and moved around some more. I'm like, yo, we moved so many times. He passed away. And then
your father?
Yeah, he passed away.
Sorry to hear that.
And it's good because that was the propellant to everything that I'm doing right now.
Bless.
Like if it wasn't for that, not for nothing. Like I see why everything happened the way it happened now. Yeah. Back then it wasn't really making sense.
Gotcha.
But as long as like my dad was there, if this makes any sense, as long as my dad was there to struggle for as long as I did trying to get on, I wouldn't have been able to do it. Yeah. And even if he'd have been like, yo, I got faith in you, I got faith in this, that, and the third, I couldn't have like my dad's looming eyes on me while I'm trying to figure it out for like 5+ years. Knowing all that he like, because he just made a way, period. He made a way. He
just figured it out.
figured it out always, and I didn't grow up with all the J's and all of this and all of that. I had to really go work for that. But like, my dad definitely 27, 28 was getting it. Yeah, it was making it happen. So like, I had no excuse. I don't even come from that type of like.
That's such a fantastic thing to have a father that empowers you in those ways. You know what I mean? Like, you think about it. I mean, I'm blessed. My dad is still here at 73 years old. And we've had, a number of scares, but he's still here. And I just think about all the lessons that I've learned and just experiences, just having him around.
The wisdom.
You know what I'm saying? And just the partaking wisdom and just having that relationship.
What about letting the lessons catch up to where you at?
Come on.
That's a blessing too. Yeah. And I do feel a way sometimes, even though I know the transition happened and whatnot, and the blessings that came from that transition in my life. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? In terms of me like being just more steadfast in my approach to what I want and things. But those lessons that he was trying to, if I could just have like them conversations of like now where I'm at now, okay, what do I do now? Where we at? Now that we here, let's talk about it, you feel me? Yeah. And like, it's not much sage wisdom out there. So like when I do come across OGs in the game, Troy Taylors and stuff like that, well, I sit with Troy and just let him talk about his life for like 2.5, 3 hours just because I'm just like.
Yeah. Let's talk about that experience working with Troy.
Man, Troy, first off, like me, losing my dad young, when I do come across men with you know what I'm saying, a certain type of cloth that they come from. Yeah. I like definitely am more inclined to listen to whatever they have to say. Yeah. And it's not that I don't listen to people, but it's like I could tell when somebody's like really genuine in their approach, and I could tell when somebody's really trying to like help me, and they see certain chinks in my armor that they want to iron out. Let's get that right. Yeah. Because I got faith in you type thing.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? I know the difference between that and like somebody who's got the medallions and everything like that, but they just trying to let you know just because they can let you know.
That's right.
Slap you on it and just keep it. I'm like, all right, word, I got it. Troy, on the other hand, he's the type of person that like once he sees that greatness in you, he's showing you tough love. Yeah. For sure. Yeah, yeah. Like so I pull up to the crib, mind you, I don't have many clothes while I'm in Atlanta at this time. And Troy is fly all the time. Yeah.
Dripped out.
Troy's never not fly. Never not supreme down. So
with the rings on.
Mad TTU. Yeah. Like this. Yeah. Shout out. I picked up this from bro. So nice. He's ringed out crazy. Yeah. So like, I pull up to the crib. It was like supposed to be 53 at night, but it was like 78 in Atlanta at the time. Something crazy. I got on a North Face bubble and like some like gallery department shorts.
Come on.
I pull up the Troy crib. He come out the house. What are you wearing? That's the first thing he says to me. What are you wearing? What do you have on? Do you don't know whether you want to be hot or cold? See, you Cali, y'all niggas from Cali. Y'all come with all this. Y'all don't know what. Come on this side. I'm looking at, bro, I'm like, what? So I'm like, huh? Already ego checking me, like getting me, already knocking it off. Please leave it at the door. Knock it off your shoulder and leave it at the door. I'm like, all right. So we get inside. We're doing our thing. He's like, read the rules. He got rules on the door, real TTU, Troy Taylor University rules, like no smoking in here, no this, no that, no I know. I'm like, all right, boom, that's easy. I'll smoke outside. It is what it is. Yeah. I gave you the whole rundown about how he just goes upstairs and like he leaves me and everything like that, but he comes back downstairs because he wants to polish up some stuff. Gotcha. And one of the, I think I did before I let her go.
Well, I don't think the audience heard that. So you're talking about how he made you record. Made you record yourself.
Yes. Yeah. Troy. Yeah. So Troy, when I first came to his studio downstairs, he definitely loaded up the track. You know what I'm saying? I'm standing over here, thinking that him sitting in the chair means that he's about to run the session. Yeah. I'm not. He's like, oh, I'm not running the session. You can record this yourself. What? You don't know how to record?
I love that.
I'm like, oh man. I'm like, yeah, Troy. I ain't never. What's the? I'll show you. It's easy. Blah blah blah.
So just out the gate. You don't know how to record yourself? Oh, no, you laying all these parts down. I'm not about to sit here and
Trey don't play no games. He don't waste no time.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We could have sat there, all the fruit and the eye, could have, mind you, he don't got to give you the rundown because you can just look around the studio and you can see the plaques on the wall.
No doubt.
It's endless.
No question.
Just head spinning forever. I'm like, yo, it's crazy. So.
They don't call him the GOAT for no reason.
Come on.
Yeah.
And so, Whitney, come on. Anyway, so. So yeah, like he go upstairs. I'm coming on. I hit him on the phone. Yo, I need some help.
Yeah.
We trying to get this together. He come downstairs. He like, all right, yeah, you're gonna re-sing all this. I'm like, all right, bet. So we start recording. Like,
first of all, your imitation of him is so good, bro.
Yo, we start recording, dude. And Troy like, hold on. He was like, sing that again. He was like, sing it. Do it again. I hit the note. He was like, yeah, had I known that you needed auto-tune, because I was being like cool, laid back. Oh, he was like, had I known you needed auto-tune, I'd have put that on from the beginning. I didn't know that. I put the auto-tune on because I didn't know you couldn't sing without auto-tune.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
he just tried to play you.
I'm like, what? I'm like, nah, hey, I'm like, start it again. So I sing it. I do my everything exactly how he did it.
Yeah.
And he wanted me to break through my phlegm. And he's like, all artists have like this, like, on our throat. You got to break through it.
Yeah.
What are you afraid of? He kept saying, what are you afraid of? You're afraid of yourself? You're afraid to hear yourself? Don't tell me you're afraid. I'm like,
I love that.
Get over yourself, Phabo. Come on. So like he's like doing this auto-tune thing. Yeah, I didn't know. Hold on, I'm tweaking it for you so that you can hit the note. Well, I hit the note. Because I'm mad now.
Yeah.
Angry because he done tried me. And he's like, there you go. He's like, see, I know you could do it. I didn't even have it on. I just knew you could. I'm like, Troy, bro. He's like, I knew you could do it. I just had to get it out of you. Sometimes I just got to get it out. I'm like.
I love that.
So, yeah, man, like just from that, because now I'm like, I'm on artists like that now when I'm in the studio with him. I done took Troy's whole bag and now I'm in the studio like, oh, word, and them tactics work. It's classic. It's classic.
You know what that reminds me of? So like, I've never worked with Troy on music, which we need to make that happen. But it reminds me, and Troy and I talked about this. He and I come from the same school too, right?
Word.
So it reminds me of like growing up and singing in choirs.
Yes.
And then the choir director or the MD teaching you the parts. Get over yourself. Hit that note. You know what I'm saying? You can do it. Stop being so cool.
Bro.
You know what I mean? And like tough love, like, and they ain't playing with you.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? We'll throw a shoe at you to get the note right.
Yes.
That reminds me of that.
It's the same energy.
Yeah.
It's the same energy and it's challenged me to be a better artist since I met him. I was playing it so cool, bro. Oh my God, bro. I cringe at like.
And that's you mentioned the song. That's which song that you talking about on that one?
On that one in particular is Before I Let Her Go.
Before I Let Her Go.
It's a high note I hit at the end. Like I don't go there.
Yeah.
I don't go there. And he's like, I'm telling him I can't.
Yeah.
And he heard that and it sent him. It sent them.
Look, I've been listening to the album, and one of my favorites is I had to pull it up right here. Is Love Songs. Like,
and that's
As soon as I heard it, as soon as I played it, Troy Taylor, I was like, I already know. I'll turn it up now, and I'm like, come on.
Now by then I'd already got all my lashings.
And I can hear that.
By then,
look,
Troy was like,
I'm polished.
Not staying down. I'm going upstairs. He had a bag of popcorn and things. Like, I'm leaving. I'll come back when it's done. By then, and he had not Tarek, but I don't want to get the name wrong. So I'm gonna just later we're gonna get it right.
Gotcha.
But yeah, at the time, by that time I was already like,
you was ready to go.
We were good.
Yeah,
we were good.
How long were you there with him?
A week.
Yeah.
A week. And I did 2 ATL trips. I'm not sure if that was like the next one or the first one.
Gotcha.
Or if it was all done in the first one. But yeah, I know by then I was thank you, Troy.
No, that's fantastic, bro. That's a fantastic story. So let's switch gears a little bit. I want to ask you a couple questions and we'll just kind of get your thoughts on it. One question specifically, hip hop has been the #1 genre in a while, for a while rather. But now it's on the downtrend. So we was reading Spotify put out analytic that hip hop was down 40%, but R&B is up 25% right now.
Mm-hmm.
So I can feel that in the atmosphere.
Same.
You know what I mean? Like you could just kind of hear, you're starting to see a lot more visibility for R&B artists just across the landscape. What are your thoughts on that?
I feel like it's factual.
Yeah.
I feel like it's factual. I could feel it. I feel like anytime it's like players in this game that are like falling subject to like unfortunate circumstances, like being taken off the earth early and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
That hits crazy.
Yeah.
But when you got like the coaches of the game, like Nipsey,
yes,
like when that and I don't think people realize like that shakes up the ecosystem so crazy.
for sure.
It shakes up people's will.
That was a cosmic shift.
Come on, bro.
Yeah.
That shakes up people's drive.
Yeah.
The authenticity of the game gets shaken up. You got people, let's say they don't take you off the earth physically, they put you in jail.
That's right.
Thug being locked up, it's the allure of everything is off.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's off. And it's I think we're definitely seeing the effects of that. We don't really know people's story anymore because it's not much artist development. Most artists are blowing up off of a viral moment, so there's not much time to develop.
Come on.
That in between. So yeah, all that has happened, bro. I think all of that is working hand in hand for the detriment.
Because it's more popular now to be popular than it is to be talented.
Period.
So I feel like, if it's up to me, I would love to see. I mean, no problem with people, with the average Joe getting on for whatever they're on to, but we don't want to marginalize talent.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's a special gift, from the Most High that you're meant to share. And if you're putting people out who don't have that gifting and stopping them from, stopping a guy from sharing his gift, that affects the landscape too. You know what I'm saying?
I think about it just from the scope of like this. I forget his name. It was a violinist that was playing his violin like in like an open courtyard.
Okay.
Mad people walked by, bro. Like the whole day they was walking by, bro, as he played all day. I think the amount of time that he played and the pieces that he played, it was the equivalent of like $2.3 million in like in show that he put on. The people that were walking past, bro, had no idea that he had just sold out an event 4 days. He's like a trained classic.
Gotcha.
But I think the experiment was to show that when things are like so close to you,
when greatness is so close.
When greatness is so close to you, you tend to just walk right past it, as opposed to it being like set up on or put on a pedestal and
stop
just
and appreciate it.
Stopping, you know what I'm saying? And so I think when you got, like you said, artists blowing up, or like I said, artists blowing up off of viral moments.
Yeah.
We all got a famous homie, if that's the case. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not even if that's the case, we all got a famous homie.
Yeah, for sure. We see it.
Does that mean that your homie needs to like win a Grammy for like? Probably not, but they're popular.
It reminds me of the story. I think SZA, she talked about in an interview some time ago that she wasn't very popular in high school. You know what I'm saying? And now she's one of the biggest stars in the world. And a lot of people didn't even know that she could do or she was who she is. You know what I'm saying?
She's another favorite based artist, because if I'm not mistaken, because I'm a fan of SZA.
Yeah,
so if I'm not mistaken, she wasn't even trying to like really be on. I think she was like back doing something else, and somebody was like, "What are you listening to?" And she was like, "Oh, me," type deal.
Wow.
And they heard it, and from there, so it's like, I just know when I was coming up, bruh, it was like it was like those stories of people popping from regularity to, it was like American Idol. That's one thing, but then it was people chasing down their favorite artist in the street, favorite rapper in the street. Big Sean chasing down Kanye. Let me get a verse off for you.
Yeah.
Camera set just happened to be there. It was moments like it was like winning the lottery, bro.
Sure.
And now everybody got a scratch off. So it's different. Things are just different. Even in the R&B space, even though we're up, it's some people out here, and I'm just like, who are you and what do you have going on? And when I click on that image, I'm like, it's people literally we're in a time now where these newer age artists are taking straight up taking the hook
from
Party Next Door from 2015 and dropping it and I'm hearing all that. I'm like, what is going on? It's no shame.
You don't care.
No shame. And I'm like, nah, it got to be some gatekeeping going on.
Something, yeah.
So I just think more gatekeeping needs to take place on the hip hop side as well as the R&B side.
Yeah. I think you hit it on the head when you mentioned how working with Troy, like even that experience, how he's like, yo, he just kind of, I guess we're talking about artist development.
Mm-hmm.
That couple of weeks experience, you're being developed as an artist, a writer, producer, you know what I mean? Engineer across the board.
It helps.
Working with people like that. I know a lot of, again, there are pros and cons to the access, but specifically talking about the pros, you think about everybody has now access. Like when I was coming up, man, we had to save up our coins to go to the studio. You know what I'm saying? Like it was like, a couple $100 an hour.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Can't waste a minute.
And then we were recording, like late 90s, we were recording on analog. Mm-hmm. It was the early 90s rather. Late 90s, early 2000s, we were recording on 16 track, 24 track, Digio 6, Digio 3, I'm sorry, from Pro Tools. Mm-hmm. Like we were just inbox, whatever you could do. Now I can open my laptop, we can open a session right now. You know what I'm saying? Which is a great thing. But we didn't have access to that. So that's a pro that now we have, anybody can do it. Mm-hmm. But the con of that is anybody is doing it.
Yes.
And anybody ain't got the gift.
Yes.
So.
It's the setup all across the board. We're in the entertainment industry.
Yeah.
So standing firm in whatever you believe in so that you have a story to be told.
Right.
So that people could then jump on board to whatever it is that you're saying. I don't believe some of the things that are being said. That's the problem. I don't believe. Like I'm seeing these people in real life, and I don't think they realize like the player persona that you're trying to do is not really like translating on camera.
Come on, man.
Or they're like it's just not. Yeah. And so I think that's a factor as well.
Sure.
I think I was just talking to somebody about obviously the war that's going on overseas and whatnot. Back and forth, and we thought about Dave Chappelle being the only person that can comfortably speak on it and why that is. And it's because Dave Chappelle stood on 10 so long and was crucified while he stood on his 10.
Yeah.
Didn't take the 50 M's.
That's right.
Stood on that so long that like by the time streaming came around, he was able to capitalize on being 100% authentic to himself.
Absolutely.
And got the biggest reward, one of the craziest Netflix deals.
For sure.
I'm like, damn, like, I don't know, bro. I don't know. That's just crazy to me. I'm like, there's no way he would have known that Netflix was going to exist.
That's right.
20 years after that happened.
No, for sure.
But it's like just staying true. So I don't know. I want to bring more authenticity to the game. I feel like more artists should come with more authentic approaches.
Yeah.
On both sides, hip hop and R&B.
And tell a story. Have something to say.
Say something.
Yeah.
And we'll see a change.
Yeah, for sure. I think in the last few years, I've seen a lot of just a wave of new generation R&B artists that I love, and like yourself. I mean, I'm just finding out about you literally just a couple of months ago, and I can't stop at least name dropping. Yo, you heard this new artist? You heard this new artist? And I'm like, yo, Phabo, boom, boom, boom. No, it's love for real. And even talking to you now, I'm sitting here like, bro, I feel like we've known each other for a minute, and listening to. I don't know if it's something just innate that I have, but I can hear it. Like my producer now, we're going back and forth. She's like, "What you listening to?" And I'm like, "Man, this cat named Phabo. I'm really feeling this joint right here." So I listen to so many artists. So everybody that we have on the show, I handpick. You know what I'm saying? It's like I want this person on the show. We're gonna do our best to reach out because it's somebody I want on the show. And
which is dope.
You know what I mean?
Which is dope.
Look, this is my show.
A lot of people don't do that.
I'm paying for all of this. You know what I mean? So. But with that said, I'm saying it's my show, but it's really our show. It's the show for R&B lovers, R&B fans, and I just had the vision to want to execute this, to have conversations and create a safe place for R&B lovers to just have conversations about what we do.
Bro, 1,000,000%. There's not very many spaces or places.
Absolutely.
Where that can happen.
That's right. From a platform standpoint, that's the whole point. And I appreciate, other podcasts like R&B Money, other podcasts that highlight the Terrell Show, that highlights R&B artists in the authentic way and just kind of give him flowers in that regard. And it's not like, we're not muddying the water. This is not a hip hop show. This show is about R&B music.
Man, listen, but you cutting through so crazy.
Come on.
It's so authentic what y'all got going that y'all cutting through the algorithm so crazy. It's like, it shows. It shows in everything that y'all got going, which is why we can only speak on a handful of your show, R&B Money.
Mm-hmm.
Only a handful, bro, where it's like really cutting through. The rest is just reactions. Mm-hmm. Reactions to music being played. And like, we got a bunch of those channels that exist. But to be able to get people's attention to speak on a genre, you know what I'm saying, that obviously it's an intricate genre with so many different layers to it, but like to get people to tune in and be interested in all that stuff, bro, just a testament to everything that you bring to the game, bro. So that's dope, man. That's dope, bro.
I appreciate it, man.
Like,
This is a labor of love, but that, you know, but it's for sure something that I'm extremely passionate about. And just talking about the pedigree, the history, you know, your lineage, my lineage, and the guests. Like, whether I just want to know what, like, how did you tap into that? You know what I'm saying? Like, what gave you the idea to come up with this melody? What sparked these things? And these are the conversations I want to have about all of our favorite songs.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This is just something that I think people appreciate on a deeper level.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So I got a couple more questions for you. So, who's on your playlist right now?
On my playlist right now, I got Destin Conrad on there. And he got a project, Submissive, dropping.
Okay.
Jayla Darden.
Okay.
Jayla Darden is dope.
Nice.
We got some unreleased gems too.
Okay.
And I try to get away from my folder of just unreleased songs of my own too, because that muddies up the water.
For sure.
But Leon Thomas.
Come on, bro.
That new project is crazy.
It's crazy. I'm a big fan of Leon for sure.
That new project's so crazy, bruh, that like I ain't ever did like a live instrument album just yet.
Nice.
But it's definitely pushed me that way because I'm School of D'Angelo. That's like my right there, number one for me. So I'm like, I'm definitely gonna dive in and get like, you know, see what I could do.
Do you play any instruments?
By ear, I could play the piano.
Okay, yeah,
like
no, that's
the keys.
Look, I play guitar by ear. No,
you know what I'm saying? It's just, you know, and once again, we know people that do it.
That's of course.
So it's like there's tears to it.
I get it.
But yeah, bro.
It's like you laying down the formula and then you're like, yo, Troy, yo, whoever.
You feel me?
Play this. Yep.
You feel me? So it's and to correct myself earlier, Blake Strauss is on the project.
Nice.
He's played for Beyonce and the Ghetto Kids, Jayhawk.
Nice.
Was on a few of those tracks too.
Excellent.
I didn't want to get that wrong.
No,
people
excellent.
the proper credit.
Yeah, big shout.
But yeah, bro.
Who are you listening to that I would say that would be a surprising person? Like, I was surprised when you mentioned Jonathan Butler as one of your inspirations. Like, I was also surprised that Tone's your cousin, which is out of just crazy.
Really, like, steps of praise. We'll get into all that. Like, that's a whole nother.
Yeah.
But I say maybe like some throwback, like Mr. Cheeks. I really listen to like. Come on, man. I listen to Mr. Cheeks a lot.
I love Mr. Cheeks.
I listen to Mr. Cheeks a lot.
Yeah.
He got a song called "Crush on You" with Mario Winans.
Yeah.
That, man, listen.
Look, you talking about my timeline, brother. Yeah.
The Sonics that was coming through during the brown butterscotch motocross jacket era, bro, was crazy. The sounds, the after party by Coffee Brown.
Come on, man.
Like, what is going on? What was in the water, bro?
Come on, man.
Sometimes I envy the fact that like I wasn't like grown, like maybe like 18 in 1998 or something like that.
That's exactly how old I was.
That's crazy.
I was 18 in 1998, dude.
All right, so I ain't just speaking out.
You ain't talking. Yes.
So yeah, bro, I do wonder sometimes.
Wonderful time. Coffee Brown, and Sunshine. Obviously Mace was popping at that time. So many incredible albums. Where I Want to Be, Donnell Jones dropped around that time. John B. Cool Relax album came out.
Bro.
Yes.
And you talk about gatekeeping.
Come on.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Lot of artists was being gatekept back then.
Yeah.
And granted, with one pro comes a bunch of cons.
Yeah.
So it's like, I'm not for, like, see, I already know you know what's up. So like, my dad was the type to go and get that CD that's at the strip mall.
Okay.
That's sitting right there in front of the register.
Yeah.
The promo packs.
The promos, yeah. Sample disc.
So Jimmy Cozier.
Come on.
I got the one with E40 on it, like the Sometimes I Love Her, like the She's All I Got with E40 on it. Can't even find it on YouTube.
Find that, yeah.
Bro, I'm like, but artists like him, just like I had fears even jumping into the industry because I'm such fans of those like B-side artists.
Yes.
Jimmy Cozier's, the like Glenn Lewis.
Come on, man.
I think about artists like that often.
I
I'm
love
just
Glenn
like,
Lewis.
You know?
Yeah, we had Andre Harris on the show, who produced
all
that Glenn Lewis
Yo,
stuff.
that's hard.
Yeah.
That's super hard.
Yeah, we had him on a couple of weeks ago. Fantastic. You got to tap into that one.
Bruh.
Nuggets.
You got my knee bouncing, man.
Listen.
Yeah, like
I'm
a fan of that era. So crazy.
Brother.
I don't want to repeat that era.
No,
if that make any sense.
No, absolutely.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's about evolution. It's about paying it forward.
Bro, I got some, man, listen, man. Y'all don't want to hear me. Look, stay off my Twitter if you want things to stay clean on here. I be giving it up crazy. I just feel a way about like some of like the OG producers.
Yeah.
Kind of like, I don't know, man. It's just like, let's make something new. Let's do something new. I want to work with Timbaland. I just feel like some of the sounds that he giving to like some of these artists is like, yeah. Let's just like make something new. I know what that is. I know who that is.
Yeah.
There's only one Aaliyah to me.
Yes.
So it's like to keep like beating that over the head. I don't know. And I feel like it's like a Thousands party and everybody come dressed as the Nelly Hot in Here video.
Come on.
As if that's the only year that existed for the whole thousands. I'm like, okay, cool.
Gotcha. Yeah.
I just need something. I need something that's like not being achieved from that era.
Yeah.
And I feel like we touching the hems of it for sure.
Yeah, it's good to take, I guess, art begets art. So it's good to be inspired by it. But that's been 20, 30 years. And I mean, look, I think about my era, even when I'm creating music now, I want to move it forward. I want to, obviously who I am is who I am, but I want to work with younger and new producers and writers to help me push the sound forward. You know what I'm saying? So I feel you on that.
Let's
for sure.
take it there. Let's do that. Like, let's do
well,
that.
we gonna do that.
Yeah.
That's we gonna do that.
Let's do that, bro.
Yeah,
That's
for
all
sure.
I want. That's all I want.
I love that.
That's all I want.
Man, this is such a fantastic conversation. I was gonna ask something, but now I'm like, my mind went somewhere else. As it relates to, your album that's out right now, you said you just got off tour.
Yeah. Like just fresh
got off tour. Like what?
I ain't even like I'm lying saying I ain't back and I'm back.
Like in a couple of days.
Like, yeah.
Got you.
Just got back.
And I know this. So you got some interesting stories?
Yeah, bro. First off, just shout out Kiana. Just got off tour with Kiana Lede. I was her opener.
Fantastic.
Yet another humbling experience.
Yeah.
Yet another like ego checking experience. Coming off of my tour last year. Like I said, the tour was for Phabo. So many times on this tour, I had to like really like, this is not your tour. You get what I'm saying? And it was nothing on Kiki. It was nothing on anybody that was on the bus.
Right.
It's more so like small things like line checking right before I go on. I'm putting my in-ears in, hooking up to the pack.
Yeah.
I just had a third turn the pack on. And I'm hearing the crowd mics. And I'm hearing the banter from the diehard Kiki fans in the crowd mics. And they're like, yo, I don't give a, yo, who the opener?
Yeah.
Yo, I don't care who the opener is. Yo, hurry up. Like, we could, and I'm like, damn, I'm about to put on a show. What's up with y'all? But
I'm here to warm it up first.
Like,
yeah.
But I know the whole objective was for me to go out there and make people believers of the movement.
Of course.
I had to just check that. Little stuff like that. Damn, what would make them think we didn't want water on the rider? Like, why would they not give us water? Like, it's not your tour.
It's not your tour.
It's not your tour. And so I think by the end of the tour, I was like autopilot. I was out there like mouth just moving, lyrics just going.
Yeah.
Because you just get so used to the show of it.
Yeah.
And I guess when things like that happen, like the little stuff like the crowd mic stuff happen, or like somebody come to the merch table afterwards, you low-key, I meet everybody with the same energy anyway.
Yeah.
Cause I'm standing behind a merch table, like at the end of a show, like I could be in the bed, like not doing this very much. I could be back in LA. You feel what I'm saying? Getting ready for a session tomorrow or something.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what, how you doing? Like, you know what I'm saying? Nice to meet everyone. I'm taking pictures.
Yeah.
Whether you came to buy a shirt or not.
Yeah.
But there's definitely some people that came to the table. Oh, what size are the and I can't let the transaction go on without letting them know, like, this is my stuff. This is Kiana stuff.
That's right.
About to mess around and buy 2 shirts from me and be pissed when you open it up and it's don't get too cozy on the back. So I'm letting this person know. I'm like, yeah, just so you know, what size you got? I'm like, we got our largest left, bro. Okay. I'll take 2 of those. Just so you know, this is my merch.
Yeah.
This is I told him that, bro. He must have walked over here, and I think I remember like the whole moment happening and me just repeating to myself, I'm like, yo, I was so rude. I was like, I was rude.
Yeah.
And me saying I was rude over and over, I didn't want nobody to confirm that it was rude.
Yeah.
And nobody around me was
confirming.
Nobody gas you. Nobody was gassing it. But I kept saying it over and over because I was like, and I had to like check myself. And I'm like, yo, chill. Like, what are you? I'm like, yo, I was rude.
Yeah.
I was rude.
But people have to understand, I mean,
but it was
the vulnerability to be an artist.
Is
you putting it out there, you're out there trying to get it on, you know, saying.
I'm gonna tell you this. My 10 years as a writer don't mean
at all.
I am a rookie artist.
Yeah.
Nobody knows what I've done. It's people standing in front of me with no idea that I've written, maybe written one of their favorite songs.
Yeah.
They wouldn't know. They just know that I'm Phabo. I'm a new artist. And you know what I'm saying? Like, it's one of them things. I could see it on people. And I've, even in the industry, going to different meetings, different parties and whatnot, I have to like re-meet people as Phabo the artist because they know me as Prince Fabian.
Okay, yeah.
The writer.
Gotcha.
It's a totally different energy, totally different approach.
That's funny you just said that. It reminds me of a story. So some years ago, I had Rico Love on the show.
Okay, shout out.
Young legend, right?
Yes.
And always has real dope game and just an incredible songwriter and artist. Mm-hmm. So years ago, I brought him. I'm from Louisiana, and I brought him down to do a show. So what I would do, I would open up. I would throw concerts, and I would open up. Like, I'm like, if you ain't booking me, I'm gonna create my own show, and I'll open myself. And so brought Rico down. He put on a fantastic show, but we didn't have the crowd. Yeah, we didn't have the crowd that we were expecting. But he's like, man, like, I'm this superstar, multi-platinum songwriter, producer. He's living the life of that. But as an artist, you're a new artist. So as a new artist, you know what I'm saying? Like, people don't know your records like that. People ain't really, it ain't really that. And you have this expensive lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got security and all this and other stuff. You got all these things because you're actually a very successful writer, producer. Mm-hmm. But as an artist, nobody really knows that. So it's a humbling experience to kind of dial you back. You have to kind of switch gears as an artist. And you're always, I think, kind of reference to the point you made earlier, when people find out you're a songwriter, they're like, okay. They ain't really tripping. But they actually give you big ups. Oh, that's dope, man. Keep doing your thing. But they're not threatened by that. But when you're an artist, they're threatened by that.
What is that?
I think it's because as an artist, like, for one, again, you have to be very vulnerable and you're putting yourself out there. So now they're going to judge you from this light. Word. But when you pop, everybody is going to be raving about it. And they kind of like, the hater in them is like, man, I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if I'm be able to, this is my guy Fabian, this is my guy Ian. I don't really want to see him shining on me like that. Man, you know what I'm saying? But the guys that actually may see that in you, they like, yo, you got it. You got something special. You know what I mean?
I've seen that up close and personal. And I was at a camp. I won't say what the camp was for, but I was at a camp. And when I tell you, day one of the camp is Phabo, the writer. What is my boy? Like, this is dope. Bro, my first project got announced day 2 of the camp. I'm still doing socials in the crib.
Yeah.
Project coming to the camp the next day. When I tell you doors was closing on me, like from like a foot out.
Wow.
Whoa, okay. I guess it's walking in the room, everybody stopped talking.
Mm.
What? Why me? What did I do? No, it was crazy, bro. It was crazy. It was wild. Like 24-hour switch up.
I don't understand that, but I think it's a combination of things that I just mentioned, and who knows? I don't know, but when you're an artist, the light is on you. You know what I'm saying? So you have, when the light is on you, there's darkness everywhere else.
Yeah.
So now you got, you know what I'm saying, you got love in there, you got some wolves and some shadows in there. You know what I mean? So you got to watch out for it all. But as an artist, and the light is on you and you actually represent well, you know what I'm saying? Because you're the one that's gonna be connecting to the world.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Not just from behind the scenes, but in terms of, I'm listening to you. We didn't know each other from Adam, and I'm listening to your music, and now we have a kinship.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's love. But
Leia, Aaron Ray on my playlist. Had to go back to that.
Oh, Leia, Aaron Ray.
Yes. Leia and Aaron
she's
Ray.
dope.
Leia opened for me on my tour.
Nice. I feel like I heard a song from her that I really like. I can't think of it offhand, but
she got them ones. So
yeah.
She got Sailor Moon.
Come on. Yes.
Crazy. Which is ironically on that Timbo inspired beat.
Nice.
But it's like she's so of that cloth that it don't feel like a force.
Gotcha.
I'm not gonna make a beat for Aaliyah for like a new age artist. I feel like there's like a certain there's a different cloth that they're trying to
sure
etch from. But I feel like Leia's definitely that. She done taught me stuff.
Gotcha.
Like I was timid on tour. She was definitely going crazier than me on my own tour. I could say that now. You feel what I'm saying? Like Leia, you killed, bro.
Yeah.
That was out of pocket. And we got the same birthday. So
just cutting up.
She would tell me, she's like, Phabo, you gotta put your dick on the mic stand.
Come on.
I'm like, what, bro? What are you saying to me?
Pause.
It's like, nah, you need to you timid out there. You gotta, they here to see you. You gotta, so what? So I'm on Kiki tour, doing the whole full blown 90s, early thousands Usher. I'm buckling my pants.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? This is what was missing from the game plan. This right here is crazy. Full performance mode. This is what she meant.
I can't wait to talk to you in a couple years.
Man.
And see where you are at that point. Because I can tell you right now, I think about this new regime of R&B cats. I think of Brent Faiyaz. I think of, they. I think about yourself. Y'all all are, Brent is obviously already out of here. Mm-hmm. And I know I'm introducing you guys to people who hadn't heard you.
And he been popping. He's one of the ones that's once again, stood on his 10.
Yeah.
Did not waver.
Yes.
That count.
No question.
If it wasn't for older homies of mine coming in yo, you gotta stop. Telling me straight up, bro, I don't know what you, I was one of them, I had bread because I worked 5 jobs.
Yeah.
Stay fly as a result.
Yeah.
I'm going to speak on politics. I'm going to speak on funny, and I'm going to speak on the fact that I can do music too.
Yeah.
My homie was like, yo, your page look like World Star. What are you doing? Your Instagram look great. I don't know what you do.
Yeah.
I said, huh? So we get into it. I'm like, what you talking about?
Yeah.
Phabo, I don't know what you do. You just seem like you're the cool homie that does dope music from time to time.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? Yeah, you're the cool homie that you just so happen to drop dope music. I don't know.
Yeah.
No one knows what you do. I went from MFT Phabo to DIY Phabo to I changed my conglomerate within myself. It's just me looking in the mirror. Hey, so today we're going to be MFT.
What'd that stand for?
It was made for this at the time.
Gotcha.
And then I was going through and I was around me. I felt like I was shooting on my own content. So I was like, do it yourself.
Yeah.
It's DIY Phabo. I'm like, what is going on with you, bro? All because I was just, all of it was just me throwing shit at the wall.
Trying to figure it out.
Trying to make something stick.
Yeah.
And finally, I was just like, nah, you're going to stand on it. You're going to be Phabo. You only going to post my music.
Yeah.
no more fashion posts about this, that, and because I'm in fashion too. But like I honed in on what it was I was good at.
On the artistry.
That's it, bro.
Yeah.
And I talk about it all. If you want to know it, it's in the music.
Yeah.
Period. I don't hide nothing from my fans or the people that want to listen. I put it all in the music. So I've seen the results of just being authentic to me and being authentic to my brand and all that. And it's like it's very few artists right now who are breaking through once again, because I feel like they're going off of these old templates that just no longer. You can't be mysterious. You can't do the mysterious Frank Ocean thing no more. Like,
yeah.
Doesn't work. And even then, that came with crazy marketing. Y'all not understanding.
Sure.
He wasn't just mysterious to be mysterious. It was like, I don't know, man. I could go on for days.
Yeah, man.
It's just like I see what's going on. I see like why.
Sure.
I see why we're having these conversations.
Absolutely.
All, you know?
I love it. Yo, Phabo, bro, this has been an incredible conversation, brother.
Appreciate you, King.
Yo, what's up? Look, guys, I really enjoy. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode as much as I did. Go get that Don't Get Too Cozy. I'm telling you right now, this album is a straight up vibe, and I'm telling you from start to finish, it's a no skip, and I'm not capping, no skip project. So, with that said, this is a continued conversation. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. God bless. Can we talk R&B?
Appreciate y'all.
Can we talk? Oh, can we talk?